Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 11 of Season 5 NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series. I am Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Southern 500 presented by Bojangles at Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. First time we're back at this track in quite a while, and it should be interesting. And joining me, I have three special guest commentators. First, please welcome Charles Sanford. How are you doing, Charles?
I'm doing great. Just had dinner. Yep. That should be a fun race here.
And next, I'm joined by, for the first time in a little while, please welcome Charles Jackson. How are you doing, Jackson?
I'm good and I'm black. Oh yeah.
And okay, and just if you thought that was bad, wait till I announce this next guest. Please welcome back the critically acclaimed greatest commentator in Walmart Cup Series history. Please welcome Chevy Impala. How you doing, Chevy?
We're at a Hennessy. Let's get this over with.
All right, but before we get to the race, let's take a look and see how the point standings look. Even though he isn't in the series anymore, Dylan Schwamberg still has the points lead, but I'm pretty sure potentially after this race he won't be. So Jekko Knight is in second, only 24 points behind. Dorian Facepuncher in third, only 25 back. Danny Wells in fourth, who's 26 behind. And Chase Oliver, who is 30 behind, in fifth. And the rest of the top 10 is Austin Weiner, David Rivera, Jesse Setti, Charles Sanford, and Michael Norman. And then the rest of the top 20 is Chris Washer, Jessica Sheldon, Charles Jackson, Sonny Hammond, Dylan Young, PJ Williams, Seth Cole, Joshua Balkin, James Qualls, and Alex Hawkins. But as you see the starting grid on the top of your screen, let's get this half pace lap going and take a look at the top 10 drivers starting. Jessica Sheldon on the pole. Second's going to be Seth Cole. Third, Matt McIntyre. Fourth, Dylan Thoreau. Fifth, Charles Sanford. Sixth, Joshua Collard. Seventh, David Rivera. Eighth, Sean Galligan. Ninth, Alex Hawkins. 10th, James Qualls. Now, this is 56 laps here at this in between 1 mile and 1.5 miles. So this is going to be interesting, but beware if they go 3 wide. If they go 3 wide, we could see a big wreck happen, so who knows what's going to happen. Here at Darlington, at one of the oldest tracks in all of racing. And here we go. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls.
Alright. Drag it out. Buck up. Here we go.
So, gentlemen, now that this race is officially going, who would you say would be some interesting picks for this race for a winner? We'll start with Charles Jackson.
I'll go and pick Jessica because she's the best.
Sanford?
I'll pick the pace car because why not? No, I'll pick David Rivera.
Alright, and Chevy?
I'll pick the pace car, motherfucker. Alright.
You'll stick with it.
I'll go with Thoreau because I put a little bit of money down on him already, and I don't want to lose this bet.
Well, there he is, who's getting ready to go
by. Compromise my integrity, but I don't give
Oh
a
no,
shit.
3 wide! Oh god.
That really ended badly.
Oh,
That
man.
almost ended
You
horribly.
never want to go 3 wide that early. You lose a lot of girlfriends that way.
Well, how about this? Budweiser going to the lead with help from Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that's interesting. Matt McIntyre going to probably get to the lead with help from Charles Sanford.
Budweiser being good for something. That's a new one.
I think that was Sutton that nearly got the wall there.
Yeah, a few cars nearly got the wall. Austin Weiner about did. So too did Stephen Pollard, the third in the 93. Yeah. Then again, this is the home of the Darlington Stripe where you get up in the wall. And now here comes Sanford for the lead.
Woo!
Here he goes. Yeah.
But now here comes David Rivera.
I'll stamp on your dick.
I would be amazed if I actually win this, just because one in Darlington, two, I never win a race I co-commentate.
I'll be amazed if you win this because you're in the freaking commentary booth.
Yeah, I know that.
And that would
be
mean
very
you would
shocking.
somehow have some sort of surrogate driving your car.
He's
Yeah,
got mad
I don't know
For the
how
rest of
that's
this, I
working,
refer
but
you
okay.
to the Matrix because I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing right now.
Yep,
my.
41 into second.
Oh,
Yeah, Alex Hawkins goes second, but here comes Joshua Collard in the 43.
And that 18 car that's been so dominant this season.
Yeah, but replaced by Daniel Day, and this is his second start this season in that car. Didn't
Well,
get
someone's on
that
the
great.
apron.
Yeah, who I couldn't tell who that was, but he's
Daniel
back
Day
on the
Lewis.
track.
That's what we're talking about, right? I loved him. There Will Be Blood. Gangs of New York. Absolutely amazing actor. He could play me better than me.
Meanwhile, Joshua Collard thinking about trying to go for the lead over Sanford. Oh, and I heard some wrecks. Or somebody get the wall, I think.
Oh, boy. Well,
Yeah,
there's
it
still
was just a
green.
wall. It was just a smack into the wall, I heard. I thought for a second we were going to have our first caution, but I guess not. And Daniel Day got forced out of the way by James Qualls.
And Dorian Facepuncher going to grab a spot out of that as well.
Yeah, Face Puncher is now running right behind his teammate in Qualls right now in the 7th spot, it would look like. And did I just hear some tires squeal?
You might have, but there's nobody around.
Yeah,
No,
I can't tell.
that was a girlfriend because someone doesn't know how to keep their mouth shut.
Meanwhile, back up at
Shelton
the
into the wall.
front. Meanwhile, back up the front, Collard
About
is
to
taking
be-
the
I
lead over. Joshua Collard is now taking over the lead. With Sanford back in the 2nd spot, and 3rd Danny Wells, 4th Jessica Sheldon, 5th James Qualls, with help from his teammate Dorian
Every
Facepuncher.
single race I've done this season, I think the 4 and the 9 have been around each other every single moment.
Yeah, two people who don't like each other are running right there. Well, I mean, yeah. I pretty much do call Danny Wells the Gene Simmons of NR 2003. If nobody gets the joke, look up Gene Simmons on Google and the stuff he's said in the past several months and you'll understand.
Well, Danny Wells going to grab second and Sanford gets the wall.
Yeah, now here that's going to open Jessica Sheldon to come in to try to go for 3rd,
Oh,
but
but
not
no.
yet.
Oh,
But not
Sanford
yet.
hasn't had enough yet of that 4 car.
there's too much alcohol up at the front. We getting drunk.
Yeah,
Well,
you got
no
2
such
Budweisers.
thing.
That doesn't count. There's 2 Budweiser cars in this field. That's no fair.
And then there's
Exactly.
Jack Daniels,
You
and is there
You
any
call
more?
Budweiser alcohol? I'm sorry, that's just
And there's Miller Lite. There's Miller Lite right there.
Budweiser is like having sex in a canoe. It's fucking close to water.
And hey, there's Coors Light back here.
Good.
Are we really going through that again? Use as many of the sponsors as we can in like 2 laps.
I guess. Well,
Let's
you
get
got
these
me.
sponsorships out the way right now. Thank you to Lil Debbie's Snack Cakes.
Oh god. Well, let's see. Let's see what we got.
Nice. Canadian Tire.
Well, we got McDonald's right here. We got Jack Daniels, Budweiser, Cro-Mags, Napa Auto Parts, Budweiser, Advocare. We got so many sponsors all over the place. It's not even
Thank
a
you to Jello Biafra
Yeah, you got thanks to Jello Biafra and Harley Flanagan, Henry Rollins.
and Coulter.
This is just beautiful now. But anyways, Collard still holds on the lead. Danny Wells goes to 2nd. Meanwhile, Facepuncher's moved himself all the way up to 3rd after starting 13th in
Grumpy
this
Cat.
race.
Well, and now
Oh, okay. Oh, we're on that face puncher. Looks like some sort of pretty boy, but all
well,
right.
Shelton got into the wall, looks like.
Yeah, she's been getting Darlington stripes all night, it seems.
Seems like anyone on the outside line off. Sorry.
Meanwhile, as we keep looking around, and it's pretty much mostly single file at the moment, but there's still some double wide going on. As speaking of that, here comes Sanford back underneath Facepuncher for 3rd.
And the 15th into the wall.
And the 6 got the wall too, and is going to lose 6 to Jessica Sheldon.
It's like anyone that's been on the outside line off of 2 has just always been ginging to the wall.
Well, it's Darlington for you.
Still.
Yeah. And I about had a, I about,
Take your time there.
I about said surprise. Thank God.
I'll have to look that word up in the dictionary.
Yeah, you look up surprise in the dictionary, and there's a good chance you'll find a picture of me with a meme that says idiot on it, and there you go.
That is one ugly dictionary.
Oh man, the gap from like 5th to 6th opened up a ton.
I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying you're on track.
Anyways, back up at the front, Joshua Collard has been dominating so far. So let's take a look and see how the top 10 looks at the current moment. Joshua Collard in the lead, second Danny Wells, third is Charles Sanford, fourth Dorian Facepuncher, fifth Matt McIntyre, sixth David Rivera, seventh Jessica Sheldon, 8th Preston Plord, 9th James Qualls, and 10th Chris the Dishwasher.
Dishwasher. Oh yeah.
You are so proud of that pun.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's Charles Jackson for you, people.
The speed racer looking car that has been just
Oh, here goes
absolutely
the
dominating.
Ford. Danny Wells, he's catching him. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Danny Wells is actually catching Collard right now.
He's gonna shove the rear. He's gonna shove his front bumper up the rear.
Okay.
Luckily these engines have plenty of lubrication.
Meanwhile, as we're looking around the back here, side by side between Joshua Michaels and Stephen Pollard III, and then you had Joshua Balkin, James McLeod, Sonny Hammond, Kyle Matthews. So many cars are back here, going a little out of control.
The thing I am absolutely shocked about, we are 20 laps into this, and there's not been a caution yet. Although I'm most certainly jinxing it. I'm most certainly jinxing it by saying it, but...
We'll
Oh
see.
yeah.
We'll see about that. Meanwhile, back here, battle for fourth, and Charles Sanford about got the wall, but he's going to have to let Matt McIntyre go by for the spot.
Yeah, he
Well,
let
it's
him.
either that or get run into the wall.
I know, right?
Indeed.
So those are your two options. I guess you should.
Yeah, either let him go or get the wall and lose a lot more than what you already have lost. That seems to be the choices you only have in this damn race.
Yeah, it's just so tied.
I'm noticing by the...
I need to drink. Can I get a rum and coke, but instead of coke, rum?
Oh, Chevy and Powell going to get some more alcohol in his system that has already been in there already.
Let's see. So as they cross the line, they are, I think, 5 laps away from halfway.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, 5.
About 28.
Yeah, then we'll be at the halfway point. But also, we got to wonder when pit stops are going to be taking place.
I would imagine in the next, and at max 5 laps, because that's about when they pit on my, when I'm at this track. It's about lap 28 or 29.
Depending on how you got your pit stop multiplier frequency. Like, I got at times 2, so... There you
Same.
go. Yeah.
Same. So
Yeah.
I'd expect around 28 or 29 if we do not get caution.
Right. Meanwhile, back here around in the 41st, 42nd is Austin Weiner and Sean Galligan. Not what these two need.
That
Just
is
to be running
very
back
shocking.
there. Meanwhile, around everywhere else, it's pretty much all single file for the most part. But back here, we got a battle between Jessica Sheldon. Whoa, PJ took a bold move.
You might call that battle. That was more of a power move.
Yeah, power move on PJ Williams for the 8th position. And now Jessica Sheldon about to get passed potentially by Alex Hawkins.
Could be at the time of a run where Shelton's car is maybe falling off and does not have the pace in it anymore.
Could be, yeah. But meanwhile, Collard's still putting on somewhat a clinic right now up at the front.
Collard is whooping everybody's ass.
Indeed. as it
It's been
seems.
surprising seeing how he's actually taken to the outside a few of the times. He's had, like, other people have had the opportunity to get the inside lane, and the people just have not been able to capitalize on that. That's going to be the only bit of serious commentary I'm going to give the rest of the night.
From the looks of it, yes. And we are about less than a lap away from halfway here at Darlington. And that's going to become the question as to whether or not these drivers have to pit here in the next lap or so. And if they do, depending on when they pit, would they have to pit again? Who knows?
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting part because it's going to be right around the halfway mark.
Which we are at now.
It's more of a strategy move at this point, just seeing who, well, A, who can get off the pit road the fastest if people do pit, and B, how soon do you really want to? Because if you're pitting before everyone else, that's giving you a chance to climb back up the ladder. So,
Well, yeah, because with this track, there's a huge advantage to pitting earlier because you're on fresher tires sooner. You can make up some ground that way, but obviously the downside is when everyone else pits, you're on the older tires in.
And meanwhile, Danny Wells continuing to try to run down Joshua Collard for the lead. He's just not been able to get by. And also, you gotta wonder about pit stops as to when they're gonna happen. And I think whenever they pit, I think that will be the only stop they'll probably have to make in this race. Because now we're on lap 31. So we got 26 laps to go. So there you go. And Danny Wells is just trying hard to get to the 43 of Collard. But now pit stops are coming.
Top 4 all pit.
Except for Sanford, he's going to stay out.
Like I said, top 4 all pit.
Okay, well, anyways, Charles Sanford stays out. Same with Preston Plort. Oh, Galligan came in first. Then Rivera, and then Jackie Tang, Jesse Setti, Chase Oliver.
No one cared about Galligan Ping because he was in the back.
And now here comes more into the pits.
Well, it looks like everyone pretty much came down that time. And so it should be Sanford and pretty much everyone else that didn't already pick coming down this next time.
Indeed. Jessica Sheldon's still in pit road.
now it's a race to see who can get off pit road.
Yeah, Jessica Sheldon.
Up and down pit road.
Yeah, Sheldon's still pitting, and now there she goes. Yeah, now she goes. Trying to get repaired the damage she got on the right side from getting the wall so many times. And that damage did get repaired, so who knows if she'll be faster this time around or not. But then Collard gets out first, and then Wells, Face Puncher, McIntyre.
Galligan's a lap down. Galligan's going to lose a lap in that. Wow.
Few cars are lapped right now. And now the rest of them are in pit road.
We'll have to wait for it to cycle back around first, but...
Indeed, yes.
But we know at least the 40 will be one lap down in comparison.
Right. And meanwhile,
For that kid.
cars are still coming out, and
well, there's the 07. Oh, wait, wow, he was way back. Can he beat the 8 out? That would at least be a gain spot for the 07 if he can beat him out.
we'll see.
He will.
Looks like he will.
If he can get these tires going.
And Daniel Day's about to potentially go a lap down.
Now I think this should be updated enough to be able to tell who all lost a lap during this next stop.
Looks like just Sonny Hammond, Sean Galligan, Daniel Day, Austin Weiner, Trent Dunham. Man,
They
Trent's
did just
had
pass someone on. They did just pass someone on the apron who was coming off the road.
Yeah, I think that was Michael Norman. And now they're going to have more cars. Oh, Trent Dunham's still on pit road. Something had to happen to the
troubles
one.
for the 1.
For the second week in a row.
And the 8's actually gone back on by the 07. But here we go, finally.
Oh.
Just don't turn him, Danny. Don't turn him.
Yeah, the battle for lead is on with Danny Wells and Joshua Collard. Meanwhile, Dorian Face Puncher just laying back, letting him go at it so that way he can get to him, and he is coming quick behind the 4 and the 43.
The more that they battle, the better Face Puncher's tires are going to be in comparison.
Indeed. And now here comes Wells down low for the top spot.
Oh, he's making the move. Finally. Oh, wait, could he get him? Oh, they're side by side.
Oh, and that just killed all the face punchers momentum that he had.
Well, not really. He's getting to the back bumper of the
Still
fourth.
catching a draft. It's just, I don't know. Maybe could he get passed by both of them?
Is that the 21 there, the blue and white one? Is that the 21?
No, that's the 17 of Sam, who's a lap down. Yeah,
Wow,
Michael Norman
such a dominant run. He's getting passed a lot.
Yeah, now here comes Face Puncher down low for the top spot, trying to go for his second win of the season and third of his career. And he's going to clear him.
Pretty bored looking.
And meanwhile, fourth on back is not even in this picture.
Yeah. Yeah, Collard is falling back, and there is fourth, Charles Sanford. And then you got Preston Ford. Yeah. And then you got P.J. Williams, Cole Daly, and Matt McIntyre, then Chris Washer, David Rivera as far as the top 10 is
Somehow the 7's still out there. Didn't need to pit?
No, he already pitted.
No, the 07 did pit, yeah.
Oh, the 07 did pit.
Yeah.
But we didn't see him because he wasn't wasn't one of the first people to pit.
Yeah, he was one of the ones that did stay out an extra lap.
So that is an extra bonus point, though, for the 07 because he did lead a lap, so.
Indeed.
9th in points coming in, he's obviously going to be worried about getting those extra points when he can.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you can, I suppose. Just like going out to a bar and you're about to head home and you see whomever, and you know she's below average. You know in your heart of hearts that she's not going to be all that great because she's kind of tanked and falling asleep a little bit, but you know she's going to be good for something anyway.
Well, also, just speaking of Charles bringing up the points, if Face Punch... Oh, and Danny got the wall, and now here comes Collard back at him. But
somehow stayed upright, just like the girl that I was talking about. Anyway, go ahead.
But anyways, like I was going to say, speaking of Charles bringing up the points, if Face Puncher can come away with the victory, he's going to be the points leader again going into the next race, which is the race before All-Star Weekend at FTF.
Huh. That'd be a very interesting thing to be able
Meanwhile,
to
yeah, Joshua Collard now has gotten back by Danny Wells for second, but he is almost a second behind at 15. But Michael Norman, he's trying to get his lap back.
There's those fresh tires coming to work. Norman pitted later than Face Punch, so he's got fresher tires.
And he's trying to get his lap back, and he would have to hope for a caution to come out once he would even get by to 15 if he wants to have a chance at a better finish than what he's going to be in right now. But the way this race has been going, I don't know if we're going to have a caution.
Yeah, we're already nearing the 10 to go mark.
Indeed. Meanwhile, the last car on the lead lap right now is William Duncan in the 99.
Ouch. Rough night for the Roush Fenway Ford there.
And then Jekko Knight, who was second in points, he's back here too, so he's going to lose some spots and points going into the next race. The Face Puncher actually pulled away from Norman.
So much for Norman getting a lap back.
And now Sonny Hammond trying to get back by him.
And Collard's underneath Day.
And Day got the wall, so Collard will finally get by the 18. Now all he'll have to do is try to get by the 3 and the 17, and he may have a shot at getting back to the 15. Who knows? Let's see the margin of the lead. Collard gained about 400s that last lap, but not really enough. I think for Collard to get to the 15, he's going to have to gain at least 7/10 every single lap if he's going to be able to have a chance.
7/10 will put him right on his bumper in one lap. I think you mean 700s.
Or no, I mean 700s, yes. That's what I meant.
I think if he wants to have a chance of winning this race, he's going to have to...
Ooh, Collard, he actually gained 3/10.
Well, and this will help Collard because Face Punch not only got the wall, but he's having to battle with Norman.
And Hammond, and now Collard. He's only one car in between. It's going to be interesting now, because now we are coming to 10 laps to go here at Darlington. At the prestigious Southern 500 presented by Bojangles, might I add. And by the way, for people who wonder what Bojangles is, it's the Southern version of KFC. Yes, it's... It's
a Bob Dylan song.
But also, yeah, Bojangles, in my opinion, is better than KFC. So there you go.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Anyways,
Dirt Band 500 here at Darlington.
anyways, the lead now is almost 2/10 between the 15 and the 43. But that 17 of Sonny Hammond's just been like the car that's in between these guys over the past few laps.
Boy, we need a caution in this one. Where's
Yeah.
the debris on the track?
You want me to throw this beer bottle? I mean,
It might help. Who knows?
I don't know whose this is. It isn't mine. This here I think is this is some Coors Light, Miller Light. I don't drink this. Is some
That's
pussy shit.
supposed to get to me in like 2 weeks, I think. But oh well.
I don't drink no Coors Light. That's some pussy shit.
Meanwhile, we are now, let's see, 7 to go here at Darlington, and now here comes
Here
Sonny
we
for the
go.
lap back.
17 underneath them.
I want to go for some karaoke after this.
And whoa, Collard, he's getting a run.
Oh, we saw a pass there. Hammond he's running. He's having a real good run there.
Even though he's
for a
just
lapped car.
for a lapped car or a tail end car.
I'm keeping things in perspective.
Meanwhile, it's 6 to go,
Here
and
comes Face Puncher now back to the inside of Hammond.
Collard actually lost a little ground on the 15, and now has Daniel Day right on his ass.
Oh, you said a bad word.
Well, it's been used in this broadcast already.
Yeah, so not to worry.
You couldn't even say cunt.
Oh, whoa! Oh, shoot!
Technical difficulties.
Did that
for
actually
split
happen?
second.
The cars went invisible.
The cars just disappeared.
And they're back. 5 laps to go.
All right, I need more.
I think this race is trying to give us illusions.
Too late.
Okay, it's official. Everyone in the booth is on drugs or something. Okay. Kids don't
4
do that
laps
at home.
to go. 4
Kids
laps
don't
to
do that at
go.
home.
Somebody spiked my water, and it wasn't me this time. Did I ever tell you, Levi? Did I ever tell you? I love you, man.
Hey, I'm flattered, but I'm not gay, so.
I didn't mean it gay. I didn't mean it gay.
He's not Justin Bieber.
You know?
So true.
Anyways, back up the front, Dorian Facepuncher's got a huge lead now over Collard as we're coming to 2 laps to go here at Darlington. I can't believe we just had that happen. Anyways, 2 laps to go. Facepuncher's got a over 1 second lead over Collard.
Yeah, he got this race.
Yeah, this one's in the bag.
Pretty much, but
I'm in the bag.
well, we still got 1 more lap left as Facepuncher's coming to take the white flag to get his 2nd win of the season and 3rd of his career.
Okay, whoa, hey, I don't like Face Puncher, but I don't agree with calling him a you said flag, never mind.
Yeah. You thought I said the other F word.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, coming off turn 4, Dorian Facepuncher gets his 2nd win of the season, 3rd of his career, and he wins the Southern 500 at Darlington.
Congrats to him. Great accomplishment there.
And as a result, he will be the new points leader going into our race before All-Star Weekend at FTF.
Oh, great, this asshole.
Oh my gosh, for once I actually join a race and I do good.
Well, anyways, let's take a look at the official results. Dorian Facepuncher comes away with the 2nd win of the season, 3rd of his career, by winning the Southern 500 at Darlington. So this, I think, is probably going to be the biggest win of his career because it is a prestigious race in typical NASCAR, and it is a prestigious race here. Joshua Collard gets his first top 5 finish of the season. He would have loved to have gotten the win because he was one of the dominant cars, but I'd say he'll still be happy with that finish. Danny Wells, another 3rd place finish. That's going to move him up in the point standings. David Rivera, solid 4th place finish. And Matt McIntyre, great job at finishing 5th. Chris Washer gets a rebound finish of 6th after finishing dead last week at Sonoma. PJ Williams gets another good finish of 7th. Charles Sanford, another top 10. That's his 4th of the season. Cole Daly in 9th. Great job for him. And Preston Plord, solid run of 10th to round out the top 10. The rest of the top 20, Jackie Tang, Jesse Setti, Mitchell Riggs, Chase Oliver, Kendall Maynard, Cody Lamas, Anthony McCrory, Charles Jackson, Alex Hawkins, Seth Cole. And then the rest of the top 30 is Joshua Balkin, Dylan Young, James McLeod, Joshua Michaels, Rue McIntyre.
We'll go out to karaoke or something. Just quit fondling each other, whatever it is.
Ian Dutta, Brendan Nichols, James Qualls, Stephen
I want to
Pollard,
sing Sugar Ray. I'm sorry.
Jekko Knight, and then the rest of the cars that finished on the lead lap were Brandon Gonzalez, Dylan Thoreau, William Duncan, Chris Thomas, Jessica Sheldon, Michael Norman. And then the rest of the cars finished a lap or more down, and they were Sonny Hammond, Sean Galligan, Daniel Day, Austin Weiner, Kyle Matthews. And 6 laps down was Trent Dunham. Not sure what happened to him, but nonetheless, that does it for our coverage here at Darlington. 1 race left till All-Star Weekend, which is at FTF. I'd like to thank Charles Jackson, Charles Sanford, and Chevy Impala for stopping by. The Triple C, as I like to call them.
Oh, yeah. At least we're not triple six.
Ah, fuck off.
What'd he say?
I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, so with that being said, with FTF coming up, here are your results. Rookie points, regular points heading into that race. This is Levi McIntyre signing off.
Bye!
Yeah.
Yeah.